It is called the turkey table, and TJ, take this seriously, all right? This is Thanksgiving 911. All morning long, our dream team of chefs, Jamaica Pessoa, Eddie Jackson, and Dan Churchill are here, and they'll answer your last-minute questions. Let's give it up, Thanksgiving. All right, here we go. Our first question is from Robin. We're not saying the last name. We're not sure if it's Robin Roberts, but it's from Robin, all right? And here's what she says. She says, I need help from a turkey expert. Tell me everything I need to know before I start cooking at 9 a.m. This is my first Thanksgiving I'm hosting. That's a loaded question, but what can you tell real quick?
All right, so starting off, if your turkey is still frozen, submerge it in cold running water, take it out of the packaging, let it sit in there. It should defrost within 30 minutes. And if you're going to put it in the oven, never put an ice cold bird in the oven. Let it sit out for 20 minutes, let it get up to temperature, and they'll have a perfect even roast.
And never fry it when it's frozen either.
Yes.
That's a big one.
Never.
All right. Eddie, tell us, I see a magnum of wine there. I like where you're going with this.
So having a dry turkey is a possibility on Thanksgiving. So warm chicken broth is something that you can really do to baste the chicken to keep it from drying out, right? Also red wine as a glaze, reduce it down, glaze it a little bit. It'll give the turkey a little bit more flavor, right?
Absolutely.
All right. And then Dan, what do you have there? You got the bird.
Well, mate, you got the bird itself. Make sure you put it on a roasting rack. Helps get all that, nice even heat right around. Of course, make sure when you do cook it, do it low and slow. And to perfect it, make sure you do not carve into it within the first 20 minutes. You want to allow those juices to stay nice and tight and do not evaporate, all right?
Okay, time now for one of our favorite holiday traditions, our annual Thanksgiving 911. Yes, you have been sending us your last-minute cooking questions. So let's bring out our incredible team of chefs so they can save the day for everyone.
And first up, tackling all your turkey questions, we know you have a lot. Food Network celebrity chef Jamaica Pessoa. Come on out!
And celebrity chef on Food Network's Kitchen app. And this morning, he is the master of sides. Give it up for Eddie Jackson.
And finally, here to help you whip up the dessert of your Thanksgiving dreams, give it up for Dan Churchill, who has a great podcast called The Epic Table.
Slide on. All right, everybody's taking their places. Now, how this is going to work now, we have a wheel we're going to use. We had a bunch of questions from our viewers, and we're going to spin our Thanksgiving wheel. Whoever it lands on is going to answer that first question. Let's give that wheel a spin now, can we? All right, we have our turkey talker. All right, Jamaica, we're going to go first here.
Let's go.
We have a Facebook question here from Terry, and this is something that is popular, but people might not know what it's called. The question here from Terry says, I want to spatchcock a turkey this year and use an herb butter for crispy skin. Help. Now, this is a method called spatchcock a turkey.
Yes.
Now, we're going to be careful with that term throughout the morning.
Too many times it's going to sound like a different word.
But
so
explain
don't do
what it is. Explain what it is.
It's actually a very popular method, and it just means to butterfly the turkey. And there's lots of videos online that'll show you how to split the turkey.
Why can't we just call it that, Jamaica?
Because we like that word. It's funny. All right.
Right.
So we have it here, and you just open up. That's the spatchcocking, and I'm going to do a garlic herb butter for it. So that's how we're going to flavor it. So you start with unsalted butter, and we'll add in some lemon juice. We need a little citrus, a little salt and pepper. Come on, help me throw this in here, TJ.
Whatever you need.
Dump all this in there.
All this
garlic,
goes?
yes. We do a little garlic and fresh herbs, a little rosemary, thyme.
So
it's
all the
perfect.
salt, everything goes?
Yes, put some salt in there.
Right.
And I'm going to season the top of the turkey with some black pepper and salt. Put it in there a little bit. And what you do, you'll mix all of this up, and then you'll put it in some plastic wrap, and it'll be firm like this. Chill it in the refrigerator, because we want it to get firm, because we're going to slice it like this. And then all we'll do is tuck it under the skin. And I like doing it this way under the skin, because then you don't have to baste the bird. It just, the flavor melts, the butter keeps going, and that's how you beautifully spatchcock your turkey.
And this is quicker. This is
Yes.
a quicker way to do it.
It's the quicker way, so you get a little lost in the sauce there. Your dinner will be on time anyway, because you will put in there. It'll cook in half the time.
Oh, wow.
So yes,
That's the value.
dinner's on time every time.
There you go.
Let's see who is up next. Spin the wheel. Helena from Twitter is asking, I would love a delicious tasting recipe for a sweet potato cake. So looks like you got one.
I got one, Helena. So today we're going to do is a sweet potato pie. Alright, and all you need to do, you can get your own crust from any store that you love and just combine it with some beautiful cooked in, baked or even just, boiled itself mashed potato. So simply in there, all you can do is add in your spices. We've got some cinnamon, some nutmeg, the egg to bind it. Yeah, get that into you. And on top of that, get a little maple drizzle.
That's maple syrup?
Apologies, it is.
Don't worry.
And on top of that, we're just gonna add in some butter as well. And then, all you do is get your mash on. Yeah, get your mash on, get your hands in it.
Yeah.
Boom.
All right.
Get the kins around it.
Yep.
And then you'll come out and it'll come out like this, so nice and creamy. And put that into your pie tin. Turns out like this after you bake it in the oven. It's super easy. And 50% of people actually research pies these days, so it's a great one to have for the home as well.
Looks good. All right. Thank you so much, Dan.
All right, let's spin that wheel one more time. Let's take a look.
Yeah, get out. There you go.
All right, this question is for Eddie. It's from Sabrina, New Jersey.
Okay.
Hi, GMA. What's a great side dish I can make in under 10 minutes for Thanksgiving?
Good one.
All right, so that's tough. Great, and only 10 minutes.
Yeah,
so can you do
I
it?
have a really good recipe, right? So what we're gonna do is make a hat chili corn pudding, right? So it's gonna have a little bit of spices. It's also it's almost like a casserole, right?
Okay.
So I have some sweet corn that's gonna go in here, right? We're gonna have some cream corn go in as well.
All right.
Right? You can go ahead and whisk that egg for me right there. I have some red peppers going in. Yeah. So it's gonna have a little bit of heat. Some hatch chilies, right? New Mexico hatch chilies, right?
A little spice.
We have some green onions going in here, and then we gotta season it up. So I'm gonna go down with a little bit of this garlic powder, a little bit of kosher salt, right? You're doing a good job there. Like you know what you're doing.
Because we only got 10 minutes. We only got 10 minutes.
Go ahead and add that in. Right. And we just need a little binder here. And what we're gonna do, perfect. Yeah, we're just gonna mix this up like so. Yeah. Give it a good mix.
Right.
Buttered casserole dish, right? It's gonna go in, and you wanna bake this soft. Top with a little bit of cheese, and there you have it.
Huh. So you have a lot of butter in there. You gotta make sure it's almost liquefied.
Yeah. Butter makes everything better.
Always.
All right, we're going to try to get enough people have emergencies out there. So let's get another couple of quick spins in. Give us one more spin of that wheel, please. All right, Dan, this one's going to be from you, and this comes from my Facebook question from Chelsea saying, I absolutely have no more room in my oven. What is a quick no-bake dessert I can make?
All right, Chelsea, we've got one for you here. All you need is to get like a food processor or some almonds with a really nice knife, and into that you're gonna pop all these ingredients here: oats, almond butter, pumpkin puree. Add the unsweetened one, that's my personal favorite. Add in your dates along with some of the coconut shredded. You wanna get in here with me with that one? Yeah, add some cinnamon, and then all you need to do is vanilla, that's it, and add some salt. And you're gonna have that blitz. Once your blitz is gonna turn out like this, nice little dough-like consistency, and you're gonna roll that out, you're gonna look like that, and then put them on top of your coconut. Boom. You have nice little no-bake numbers. Cheers.
I have to talk next. That wasn't smart. Let's take one more spin of the wheel. Jamaica, you are up. We have a question from our audience, so Dominique, take it away.
I've always heard of deep frying a turkey, but it seems complicated. How can I do it at home safely?
Well, deep frying a turkey is delicious, but it's not worth blowing up your back porch for it. So here's a safe way. We cut off parts of the turkey and fry smaller pieces. So I have wings here, an Cajun spice mixture. You can buy it at the store, or you can make your own with black pepper, cayenne, garlic powder. Let that sit for 4 to 6 hours. Drop it in your deep fryer. And then, boy, I tell you, it deep fries it for 12 to 15 minutes, and it's golden brown, beautiful.
I'm definitely trying that. That looks good.
Crispy, crunchy every time. Delicious.
All right, we got one more spin, actually. This is the last spin of the day. Let's check it out. All right, Eddie Sides. This question comes from our audience. Katie, she's got a tough one for you.
Hi, I'm looking for a different and easy vegetable dish that can become a new tradition. What do you suggest?
All right, so I have a really good one. So where I'm from, we do collard greens. We usually do them low and slow with meat in it. But you can also cook it high and fast and make it very nutritious. So what I'm gonna do is just cook it kind of like spinach or kale. So I have a little bit of olive oil going on in here, right? So I'm gonna add some of these greens right to it, right? So we're just gonna let that cook down. We're gonna add a little bit of salt, right? A little bit of black pepper. And some red pepper flakes. And then what you do is you're gonna add a little bit of chicken broth to that, let it cook down. But the key is we're gonna top it with some reduced balsamic vinegar and molasses. That's gonna give it a little bit of tang.
Speak American, more than molasses.
We're back with Thanksgiving 911, our dream team here, and we have some very last-minute tips for things that everyone needs to know. So tell us right now what people need to know if they're cooking in the kitchen right now. So Jamaica, you're up first. Give us 2 tips.
All right, so if the gravy is lumpy, you've overcooked the turkey, don't worry about it. This gravy is going to save the day. So you grab that cranberry sauce, drop it in your pan, simmer that down with some water, a little honey, cinnamon, and chili flakes. And we're going to end up with a sweet and spicy glaze. Wow. You'll simmer that and whisk it out too. Get all those lumps out, and you're going to spoon this right at the top. So if the turkey is dried out, they'll never know because you cover it right up there. Beautiful flavor and perfect. Boom. Right. Oh, yes.
Tip number 2?
Tip number 2. Cream cheese is your best friend today. You put it to make your mac and cheese creamier or your spinach. If your cake needs some moisture in there, put it in your pound cake and put it in your pumpkin pie filling. It makes a sweet and smooth and creamy filling. And it helps the pie if you get the cracks on the top. Cream cheese will save it, so whip it in that filling. Won't have those cracks anymore.
Right.
Cream cheese and everything, yes.
It's all about the sides.
Yes.
Give us 2 quick tips for sides.
All right, everybody loves fluffy mashed potatoes, right? Here's how you achieve that, right? I like to use my hand mixer to get some air going on in there with a little bit of cream and some butter. It gives you the most fluffiest mashed potatoes, right? And then we also have gravy, and sometimes people want to thicken up that gravy. So always use a slurry, right? That's the easiest way to do it, but make sure you use a warm liquid when you mix it with your cornstarch, and it should be equal parts.
And then you do the gravy on the mashed potatoes, and you're good.
You got it.
All right.
Dan, you got to bring it home for us in about 20 seconds.
Here we go. So, sweet potatoes, they are baller. So it's just all we have to do is olive oil, salt and pepper, and your favorite spice, whether it be just that on its own, thyme, chili, whatever it is, in the oven, bake it nice and crispy. When it comes to your stuffing, all you need to do is take that leftover stuffing, put them in some cute little muffin trays, crack an egg in, and you've got a really nice stuffing little muffin for you.
Recipes, you can go to our website.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.